Alright, y'all, we got some other Bad Boys on the way. Bad Boys 4. Not Diddy Bad Boys. Keep a no Diddy on that. That's the TV show Cops. Bad Boys, Bad Boys.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
We talking about Will Smith and Martin Lawrence.
I need nasty Mike. Bad Boys.
The Bad Boys that had their own TV shows on TV. Y'all remember in Bad Boys 3, we find out Will got a son because he got a Mexican drug queenpin pregnant? Like what?
Armando. You're my son.
I remember in Bad Boy 2, they had to go chase down Johnny Tapia and get him out the way.
Hey, man, what are you doing, man? That's my bad.
And in Bad Boys 1, check this out. Y'all remember John Sally was an inmate and they had him just coming in and type up some files for him? He was actually a convict. He was locked up.
Hey, man, work your magic. You say you're a computer whiz, man. Come on.
Hey, man, back up off me, okay?
And he started working for him in Bad Boys 2. These jokers tripping. But anyway, before they were Bad Boys on the big screen, they was on network television doing their thing. Who had the best sitcom? Y'all remember the episode of Fresh Prince when Carlton was on the team and he wanted to be the hero and take the last shot and that joint ain't hit nothing? And Will was like, come on, Will had like 30 and Carlton wanted to take the last shot. Hey, remember when Martin was hooping against the Olympic girls, Don Stelly and them, the 90s Olympic team? And he was trying to get Ed Gordon to come off the bench. They was getting cooked. He couldn't even walk. Or remember the time Will and them got stranded? He got stranded in the woods, and they thought they was, had to burn the money a little bit. And they thought they burned all the money, and Will walked off. He had his pants full of money, sagged in that joint. Or nah, when Martin was Shanae at the salon, and she was about to give Myra a pedicure. He was like, you gotta go to work on Myra's feet. He was doing that jump like, hey, we about to do Fresh Prince versus Martin. Alright, y'all, the first category we're gonna start with storyline. We all know the Will Smith, the Fresh Prince storyline. Will was in Philly, he was in the hood, he kept getting in trouble. His mom like, no, we going with Uncle Phil and we going with Aunt Viv. We knew what that was. Martin, he was a man from Detroit with a radio station and it didn't pay well. That's all we knew. And from the back, they just started snapping on each other and it was crazy. With the Fresh Prince, we grew up with Ashley. We seen Carlton, we knew he was a square, but him and Will, relationship grew as they was around each other. Hillary, we knew she was a bird brain, but she was pretty. We knew her boyfriend. Uncle Phil, we knew he was a judge. We knew he wanted Carlton to go to Princeton just like him. We knew Aunt Viv was like a dance instructor or something like that. We knew what everybody had going on. With Martin, all we knew was Tommy had a job. We didn't know what the hell Pam did. We knew she worked with Gina, but what the hell did they do? Cole worked at the airport. And we only found that out because of the Big Shirley episode, I believe.
You saw that's cool, because you can't afford to lose no job, Cole.
Man, please, I'm way smarter than my boss. Look, I called in sick today, right? Told him I had the 24-hour walking Ebola.
So yeah, we're gonna get a nod to Fresh Prince. That's because, like I said, it's an ongoing story from the first episode to the end. Whereas though with Martin, he just get it cracking. Like, look at this. Y'all remember the episode when the CD player was stolen? And he had the New Jack City scene with the fake dog. We all remember that.
Sit. Lay.
Tommy was trying to hold it. Everybody on the set was trying to hold in their lap, but Tommy was so obvious. He broke character so many times because it was completely improv. But what about the episode with My Mama's Bird? Like, Martin his character wasn't in it, but he played his mother the whole episode, and we all know what happened with that. Gina was watching the bird. I don't know how the bird died, cause it must have been cold as a mug out that show, cause how the bird died in the house cause you opened the window. Hey, whole time, remember the episode when he fought Tommy Hearns? We all love that episode. He told Tommy Hearns to brawl for it all. He wanted to fight Tommy Hearns. Look at his head. Look at his head. Where he find this map? How did he find that? Where did he find that at? Man, we could talk about endless funny moments Martin had. This is the comedy category. Like, I remember that episode of Fresh Prince when Trevor proposed to Hillary on live TV and he went bungee jumping and he was like, "Will you marry me?" Damn. He died. This shit was fun. It was hilarious. That was like the only sitcom of a death that was like hilarious that people just laughed at. Like, damn, Henry's boyfriend just killed himself. Or like Jazz. Every time Jazz come in the house and say something stupid and Uncle Phil around, we know what's about to happen. We throw his ass right out the house. Look at Jazz. Or how about this? When Courtney, you know who his man was? Tom Jones. What he do when Tom Jones come on, y'all? Look. Courtney was a fool, man. We gonna have to get Martin in all this category, y'all. It was just too much. Like, him and Pam going back and forth was just funny alone.
Yo, Pam, you should be the dog as usual.
Yeah, Martin, you could be the thimble.
Tommy not having a job was an ongoing joke.
And with the kind of work that I do, right? I think it's real important that I'm not seen on TV.
Tommy.
What?
Everybody in the audience knows damn well you ain't got no job, man.
Cole and his bird call.
I know 17 different bird calls. Yeah, that's a Colombian peckerhead.
Like, Martin was a beast at physical comedy too, man. Like, he only gotta be saying that. Like, he'd be fighting Miss Jury, or he'd be fighting a giant rat. Like, stuff like that. Or remember when Martin thought he had a son, and Youngin just ain't wanna leave Detroit.
You mean this ain't my son and I spent all my damn money on Shorty?
I'm sorry I lied to you, Martin. I just didn't want to go to Arizona.
I'm sorry I lied to you, Martin. I just didn't want to go to Arizona.
Those are some funny moments, man. Which brings me to my next category, memorable moments. What was the most memorable moments between the two shows? I mean, like we say with Martin. Y'all remember when he was proposing to Gina and he had Brian McKnight come sing? Remember when Cole crazy ass and drunk the wine? He had the wine, so he was drunk. Or remember he was on Varnell Hill's show and he performed, but he crashed Jodeci's show. We all remember that. Chilling with Varnell Hill. What do you say? The Fresh Prince and Will Smith, they could shift gears on you. They had a lot of range. Like, I know y'all remember the scene when Will's father came back into his life. The scene was so impactful, we thought it was his real father because how well he acted in that scene. And you see this line right here?
How come you don't want me, man?
This one, you gotta give it to Fresh Prince off in this category, just for this line and this scene right there. Everybody cried when they seen that back in the day. They lying. If they tell you they didn't, they lying. I challenge you not to cry now. Remember the episode when Will jumped in front of the bullet for Colton? And Will was in the hospital and Colton came in there with the blick. See, people thought Colton was soft. Colton was never soft. He wasn't scared of nobody. He came in the jump with the blick and Will was like, nah, we ain't about to slide. We ain't doing that. Will was like, man, give me the gun, bro. And he started unloading the gun and crying. That was another deep scene. We gotta give it to Fresh Prince for this category. It was a lot of elements to both shows. Like the fashion part of it too. You know, we're a fashion channel. So I mean, both of them used to rock the J's. Will was a lot more edgier than Martin. He would have a whole lot of colors going on with his schemes. Martin was more subtle. He had like a sweatshirt that had matched perfectly with his J's. Like, he was way more subtle. Martin's outfits, honestly, you can probably still wear some of Martin's outfits today. I will say that. Will, like I said, he was more edgy and it was super late 80s, early 90s with it. So I'm gonna get an edge to Martin on this. And also, Martin made the 8-ball jacket cool. I know a couple people wore it in the early 90s, but that 8-ball jacket, Martin made that junk cool. All right, y'all, so the next category is theme music, theme song. We know, I know, it's a landslide. But let's just give Martin a little bit of, let's talk about it. Remember his first theme song? I remember that one? Then like a couple seasons later, it was this one. Then, around the later seasons, it was this one. They changed their theme song up so many times, they couldn't really get one of them. We all remember the first one anyway. We all remember the first Martin theme song. And either way, it do not compare to the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. The storyline is in the theme song. We all know the lyrics to the song. 30 years later, they play a sitcom theme song in the club. As far as sitcoms for theme songs, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, best theme song of all time. Not even debatable. Let's go to the cast. Let's talk about the characters on the show. Let's go on Martin's side. You got Martin, you got Gina. You got Pam, you got Tommy, you got Cole.
Got in the mothership.
You got Stan, Miss Jury, Hustle Man, Bruh Man, Nipsey. Then you got the Fresh Prince. You got Will Smith. You got Aunt Viv. You got Uncle Phil.
I wear the same thing I wear in high school.
Yeah, if you add up all 4 years.
You got Carlton. You got Ashley. You got Hillary. You got Jeffrey.
Strangled the man who invented the doorbell.
And you got Jazz. I gotta give it to the Fresh Prince, y'all. The reason why I want to give it to the Fresh Prince, they did a better job of building their characters. And honestly, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air had better actors, I would say, on the set. I mean, you might disagree, but I believe they had better actors. That's why I want to give it. Hold up, I just thought about some shit. Hold on. Martin played like 7 different people. Let me rethink this. Cause you got Jerome. You got Mama Payne. You got Shanae. You got Bob.
Big problem, man. I have to make her introduce you to me, man.
You got old Otis. You got my man Dragon. We going with Martin. Martin won the scene. Martin was Dragonfly Jones, Jerome, Mama Payne, Shanae, White Boy Bob. Martin took the cake with this one, y'all. My fault. Fresh Prince, you almost had it. But Martin played 6 or 7 different people. And some people I ain't even named that he played. If he only did like one time. I gotta give it to Martin on this one, y'all. My fault. Now let's tally this thing up, y'all. Let's go back through the list. Storyline, we got Fresh Prince on that. Comedy, we got Martin. Memorable moments, we got Fresh Prince. Fashion, we got Martin. Theme song, of course, Fresh Prince. Cast, gotta give it to Martin. And there we have it, y'all. It ends in a tie. I had a fun time filming this whole episode. A lot of nostalgic moments up there. So this is what we gonna do.
Hey, whoa, tie? Oh.
No ties.
I don't like that tie shit either. So what y'all wanna do? I don't like the tie shit. I don't like eating no tie either. What should we do?
Hey, they both had celebrity guests pull up. Who had the better guest?
That's a good point. Okay, let's do it like that. I know at the top of my head, Martin had Biggie, Snoop.
Cause that be me. I hope you don't mind me and a few of the homeboys from the dog pound stopping through.
Method Man, Gary Coleman, Tommy Davidson, Tommy Hearns, David Allen Greer, Keith Sweat, Kid from Kid and Play, Chris Rock, Lynn Winfield.
Excuse me, Bobby, no offense, but
Pam Grier, and Pops, John Witherspoon. But Quincy Jones created the Fresh Prince, so you know he gonna have some A-listers come through there. He had Oprah, Donald Trump, Chris Rock.
Now which one of you handsome men is Big Willie?
Queen Latifah, Malcolm Jamal Warner,
Fender of a $35,000 automobile, pal.
Evander Holyfield, Tom Jones, Hugh Hefner, Jay Leno, Raven Simone, Nia Long, Bo Jackson.
Yo, man, what's up with that? Why you say my name last?
Tyra Banks, William Shatner, Isaiah Thomas. Y'all right. We gotta give it to Fresh Prince, because if you wanted to give it to somebody, it was too many A-listers that came through that jump. We'll just give it to Fresh Prince. All right, we're gonna end the show like that. Fresh Prince won, y'all. Slack time. Subscribe, like, and comment. Hit the notification bell. #UPTAF. Let's get it.